We all have had days, weeks, or even months when we are overcome with laziness, self doubt, and lack of motivation. Whether we admit it or not, we have succumbed to procrastination, digital distractions, and short term pleasures. To combat the guilt, we feed ourselves comforting lies such as, "This is the last time," or "Tomorrow I will make up for it," only to repeat it again. Why do we repeat these patterns even though we know it's bad for us? Why do we waste our most precious resource, our time? In this video, I attempt to answer these questions and provide a strategy for overcoming the negative thought patterns. This mental strategy can be implemented by anyone, anywhere, and at any time. It's important to note that this won't rid us of our problems entirely. After all, we are still human. It will, however, ensure you have more good days than bad. So let's get right into it. Now, when faced with self-doubt, laziness, and negativity, self-talk can be an immensely powerful tool. Some people chant empowering mantras, while others recite a prayer or remember a motivational quote. What if we switch things up and take a Socratic approach to self-talk and present ourselves with a choice whenever we feel unmotivated? A choice between mediocrity and greatness. A choice between who we are and who we are capable of being. Let me explain. First, we must understand that we are a collection of our past choices. In other words, every choice you make affects the quality of your life. As the saying goes, choices are the hinges of destiny. By that logic, you have the power to choose how you shape your future. By taking responsibility for your choices, you can start filling the gap between who you are and who you want to be. So when you lack motivation or are overwhelmed with self-doubt, ask yourself, what are the consequences of my choices? This perspective shift forces you to tie each choice to a consequence. By doing this, you realize that you have to sleep in the bed you make. Let's look at how we can reevaluate our choices through their consequences in a real-world situation. So the first example is you don't want to go for a run. The choice is be healthy or stay unfit. The second one is you don't want to study. The choice becomes get good grades or struggle at school. The third one is don't want to go to work. The choice here becomes provide for your family or risk losing your job. The fourth one is don't want to write that article. This becomes inspire people or remain silent. And the last one is don't want to work on myself. The choice here becomes be all that you can be or be insecure. What choice are you going to make? Now, as I end this video, I want to share a quick quote by the American entrepreneur, author, and motivational speaker Jim Rohn, in which he says, "We must all suffer one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The difference is discipline weighs ounces while regret weighs tons." In my opinion, this quote beautifully encapsulates the consequences of our choices. It reminds us that we are free to choose, but are not free from the consequences of our choices. So with that said, that's the end of this video. I would love to hear your thoughts on this topic. If you enjoyed it, then please feel free to like and share it with your friends. And if you're interested in more wisdom or philosophy content in general, then consider subscribing. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.